Hey, what you're about to see is a clip from a longer interview that Kevin did talking about my journey into nutritional ketosis. I wrote a big article. It's on patron.com. You can find the link to that below. And this is just an excerpt, so I hope you guys enjoy it. Eating for, they call it nutritional ketosis, has made huge differences for me personally. Enough so that I wanted to do it as a 6-week experiment, because when Kevin and I watched this movie called Magic Pill, which is not actually a very good documentary, but has very interesting things in moments of it, people were having very drastic responses to eating this way within short amounts of time. And because of that, I was like, I'll try it for 6 weeks if it can make a huge difference. That means that you're poisoning yourself every day. I'm poisoning myself every day if you can have that kind of changes that fast.
With sugars, right?
With sugar.
That's the idea.
With glucose, but with me with sugar. And within a few days, the mental difference, and it doesn't even have to be a like, oh, I'm better now. It's just that there's a marked difference. I was like, I have to keep working on this.
Describe a little bit where you were mentally, because some of this came about because there was really heavy fatigue, but then you started really experiencing a mental fog, right? What, baby? Why are you smiling?
Because
where were you mentally when you finally were like, this is reaching a breaking point, like something's not right?
There's a difficulty in talking about things like this, which is that physical fatigue makes sense. The way I work out every day, the way I push, the way I grind every day, physical fatigue makes sense and you can push through it. Mental fatigue is really hard and not even necessarily good to push through. Mental fatigue is a serious problem. And I think that it's just in the same way that it's easier to give someone a physical weightlifting routine or like a physical routine and you can do it, giving someone mental training routines is really hard because you're using your brain to fix your brain. I was doing all this mental work with like the handbrake on. And I was like, why is this so hard? And things are just getting more hard. And I thought that I always have a heavier workload. Like it's things are always increasing, but then when Kevin would point out to me that we actually have taken things off the table and it still feels like more, I think that I was kind of getting to a mental breaking point.
Well, you're talking around.
Nobody thinks the way you get that way is by training beyond fatigue. So it's like if you want to be like Long Swan, you have to like go beyond exhaustion. So it's not like, oh, he's so great, he makes everyone else tired. He fucking killed tired, in his own.
Well, this is the interesting thing about it. Like, if the ketogenic diet improves your mental outlook on fatigue itself, that gives you a major advantage in training fatigue states. Well, because you need to be positive when you're tired in the 4th round, right?
Yeah, this is the thing, and I think that it's an unfortunate thing that in Western culture, and maybe in Eastern culture too, I don't know, we really downplay the importance of mental health. To the point that the only criticisms I've gotten from anybody about you shouldn't be doing keto is that 1, I don't need to lose weight, and 2, they're like, it's going to negatively impact your training, or it's not going to positively impact your physical training. Everyone is only looking at it from a physical standpoint. I don't care. Like, if nothing changes physically from nutritional ketosis, I don't care. The mental change is what drew me to it and what is going to make me keep doing it. When I first even thought about it, I was listening to this podcast of this guy who's an ultra runner, and he was talking about how it doesn't really change his like times, but how he feels in training is better. I'm going to grind either way. Like, I'm going to be tired either way. I'm not going to find some magic way to not be tired working as hard as I do. It's not possible, because it never actually gets easier. You just get better, and you just add more things, and you stay tired. Like P-New's magic thing. He always is exhausting. But the way you feel about being tired or working hard or hard days or allowing yourself to recognize good days, which I couldn't do. All
you
of
feel
those
like
things,
you do that more now.
Yeah,
You're
all
able
of those
to recognize
things
those.
mean so much to me. And I think that because when people think about diets, in general, they're thinking about aesthetics or losing weight. Hey, so what you just saw was like 4 minutes out of like a 40-minute interview that Kevin did with me. You can see the entire interview and the article that I wrote at patron.com, link below, and you guys can check out all of my patron stuff over there as well.